Hello, every lover of fishing. So today we're on one of my favorite water places is Chernice. So we've came here only with one aim, just to try to catch carp and open the season of carp fishing successfully. Finally, I could break away from cold and gloomy St. Petersburg. I thought it's gonna be great weather as it was forecasted, but you can see what weather it is now. But we've put our roads here now, and in the morning we've got snow. It was snowing really now. It's really cold, and now the temperature is about 1-2 degrees Celsius. And now we're only starting our fishing. In this video, I will try to tell you everything in details. I will consider all your questions. I'll answer them during this video. So I also want to change the format, yes, a little bit. So before I told you what result I've got, and now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to do it kinda online, so during the video we're going to do it together. So what's about fishing? What considers to fishing? We've got very cold spring, and we assume that our fish has to be on a shallow part of the water place because it hates a little bit better. It's a little bit more warm. So we found this part and we'll try to catch some carps that has already waken up. So their sleeping holes are opposite us, and to sum it up, we've got a very good thing. It's a stream, and it brings more fresh water, and as an idea we'd like to get a little bit wind here. What to feed fish with, we'll talk about it now in detail. So my actions now are, we'll start carps only sticks, because of course carp can be waking up, but it's not very active, because if we will feed it very much now, so it'll just eat enough and it'll just flew away. It can flew, it can swim away, yes. So we need not so much, and we'll put our ropes and we'll turn it on the determined places if the fish will a little bit bite by the end. Yes, we'll just find some good bite. So yes, last year we had almost the same situation, but it was a little bit more warm and it wasn't as cold as it's now. So, and we just couldn't match so much because of maybe our gain. And now our information about files is just there. We've seen some very small fish, but it wasn't good. So let's start with our gain. So let's start. Because we have an early spring here, and I almost always when I came to a new water place, I always try to put a moving gain. So what's the advantages of it? The advantages is that we can find out what the fish is reacting on, and we will try to guess what page we have to use. So we have elite core here, and we have cargo here, and as only carp, we'll up our gain a little bit, and we'll get it. We'll understand it on our thing, on our computer, mini computer. It's very important. We'll understand is any reaction of the fish to get anything. If we will get 1, 2, 3 field, so we'll be able to change something. So to plus something, we've got very much underwater stones, and our kind of nine is going to went through it better, but it's not very important for us now. We only need to understand what the fish is going to bite on. So you can choose this cargo yourself, and I've got here an additional bead, and this bead stops our cargo. So one time your fish have to take it. So I've done it in little almost about 15 centimeters, and we've got a 9 here. It's 60 centimeters. We have to put into the nest, and I put it on shock nader. Our shock nader is not, it's just usual one. So after our seminars with the company Compology, they told us many interesting things. So they told us that shock nader, when it nice a little bit on the border, it just emerges. And actually, I haven't mentioned this still because I always use shock nader, and I've got quite good results. So if it is, it means that we could have much more field, so we could get more fishes. So we've got a bite. Shock nader, I do this, then I do it 2 length of rod, but it's enough. One length of rod is some turns over of our fishing reel. So when you throw it, you just had a little bit shock here. So let's start with preparing our game. So because on this topic you ask me so much questions. So because we have spring here now, and on our assumes carps are not very active, and we will try to do gains as small as possible. So one of my favorites in spring is it's 15 fishing material from cord. So it's quite soft, and this time it's quite good. Our raw meat holds quite good, and it's 6 number. You can use 5. Maybe I'll face a problem that the middle here is about, quite weightable. So maybe their weight is big, and this cane will not be able to hold it. So we'll check it. So when it was winter, I've prepared some different games, and also one very good practice is in the most cold period. So I think we'll have an active bite here, we'll have an active field here, and the fish will come to its place we are on. So in these conditions, we've got zero, we've got snowy ghost. So yes, I hope it will not go anymore. So we'll put a non pop up. It's quite good too. It's quite good gain too. So because in spring is quite good. Now we are going to knit it together. My own opinion is in the spring we need to work with things with the nozzle that have very bright colors. So for example, it's pineapple, plum, maybe it's also milk, and chocolate work good on this waterplace. And also maybe one of the favorite things is that theme, because they are quite good, and they almost work everywhere, so we can use them. Plum, and it's quite good. So this approach is gonna be interesting of us, really interesting, I'm sure. So not female spices, my bad, I'm sorry. So now we are going to make the most spreaded. So it's It is plum with pineapple. I had a question. Can we combine some different tastes? So, friends, there are no rules. All we know, you can mix everything you want. So, just everything you can combine. For example, spices with pineapple. Nobody prohibited to you. Nobody prohibited anything to anyone. So it's only your fantasy. There is no rules in fishing, and a what considers our topic now. So now I prune 3/4 of our pile. Just I need to find some place for rubbish and some yellow and one yellow papa, half of it. So from the beginning, almost in every case, I came to a new water place, to a new place. I make four gain from my top colors. It is orange or red, yellow, pineapple, and pink. It's my top one, and also white. Because in the spring, when the water is not straightener, when the water is, transparent, and these colors are quite visible, so it's gonna be better for fish. Maybe sometimes carps will not look for test or something that will look for colors. So I had in my practice that we had the same color and different taste of it, so there were no difference at all. Yes, it can be like that, because also you can make the fish not only one taste, so you can kind of make it used to it. So we've got this very small gain. So you can see that it's on the bottom of our hook, as it always has to be. So also we got nest here sticker. So we can without any problem just crumple it and use now. But now we'll do some use sticks. We'll do it on the basis of spices. In my theory, I'm going to make accent on spices and plum. So yes, plum is one of the most spread tastes, and I don't know. So our gain's ready. So don't forget to do it this way. So now we can throw it. So we're going to do it now. I don't think there is any menu to show everything. Also we have this green with pineapple and source with crave. This is our fourth. So what's gonna eat to bite on, we'll know in some time. So now let's do some descent. So, my friends, we've got our first fish. As only we threw our bean and we've got I wouldn't say that it's very snippy, that it's very and very snippy. It's not snuggish, you know. So we have stones there too, we have rocks. So you can see the face of a happy carp fish. The first, just the first fish and probably the first descent. So yes, we've already said it's going to the right side. So my friends, our strategy has worked now. It has paid bad. I don't remember what it has been, so we'll check it. So next year coming. Yes, it's a little bit not. It's a little bit more convenient. I suppose it's peculiar carp. It's not too big, but it's so expectable. Probably it's plum. Yeah, it's plum. Of course, it's feeling that they are not they're not so frisky as they are always in this place. So we need to use it. We need to pump it. As the year come to me, yes, the water is very and very specular. Yes, it's not very risky, but it doesn't want to go to us. Next year, netties. So it's your last chance. So yes, we've got our first fish of this season. And it's really important that it hasn't just swim away. Is very good sign. So it's our carp. Yes, it's peculiar carp. So you can see that it is plum with pineapple. Everything worked, and this is our beauty, handsome carp, beautiful carp. So it's just beauty. So you can see how long it is. This is probably the main feature of all carps here. We can see that it's a little bit wild. So just beauty, the first fish. You can see. So we will not do anything with it. So for the session, and we will let it go. To be continued.